might say before I read it, it's kind of amazing how similar the letters were. Tim was many things to many people. He was hardworking, a family man, spiritually strong, a good son, uncle, friend, co-worker, and overall good person. But to me, he was my big brother. What do I remember about this big brother the most? His bedroom with the bright orange walls. I don't know how that ever happened. I hardly remember it myself. And him listening to Devo music. Sneaking into his bedroom to play with his headgear. I think he had to have braces put on twice. I know he hated that headgear, but I thought it was pretty cool. Him wrestling and fighting with his brother Bob when he was babysitting for us. Beth and I got so scared we had to run to the neighbor. We thought they were going to kill each other. Him telling me that I absolutely could not leave the house wearing a shirt that showed my midsection. Sleeping in his bedroom for weeks after he left to go to college in San Francisco. He showed up at all my cross-country track meets, and he was my biggest fan. He had a Lucky LSU t-shirt that he wore, or he sent it with me in my gym bag if he wasn't going to be able to make the meet. Even some of his high school buddies were sent in his place if he could not make an important race. I always thought that was awesome. Attending back to school night in place of my mom and dad when they were unable to be there. Going to football games at the high school. It was cool to have an older brother playing on the team. He was my oldest brother, and I am the youngest in the family. I always thought of him more as a second father. I do not really remember fighting with him, and I'm sure that I did. I just remember looking up to him and watching the things that he did. I always admired his friendships. He did not get a chance to spend very much time with my children. He only met my oldest son, John, and my youngest son, Brendan. This is one thing that I do regret, but I do promise that all 5 of my children will always know what a great man he was. A tribute to my brother would not be complete without including his wonderful, beautiful daughter, Sydney Ann. She has heard me tell this story a few times. I remember the day she was born. I was working in Boston when I got the news that she arrived. Thanks to modern technology, I had pictures right away. I was so happy. I put one up immediately in my cubicle. I was a proud aunt. I needed to have that picture up in my cubicle so that everybody would ask me who that beautiful little girl was. She is beautiful. From the moment I saw her father. It's amazing. If you look into her eyes, you can see Tim. Lisa, I know Sydney Ann is looks a lot like you, but you cannot deny those eyes. Sydney Ann, please know that your daddy is always with you, and he has always loved you with every ounce of his being. I do not like goodbyes. I never have. So we'll just say, until I see you again, big brother.